Hey everybody, Pastor Tim here with this week's update for Mercy Church. And every week we talk about loving God, loving others, and making disciples. I'm actually out at a little kind of like parking lot area before you can head off into the woods. So you're going to hear cars driving by, but just work with me on this. So here's what I want to throw out to you today. We talk every week about loving God, loving others, and making disciples in our weekly updates. Loving God is about me growing in my relationship with God. Loving others is about serving others, caring for others, and making disciples is about me walking in my spiritual journey to the point where I can grow and then come back and walk with somebody else who's growing in their faith. Maybe I'm a little further along and I can help encourage them and bless them in the process. Today, I want to share with you in this update that those three things are inexorably linked. It can be easy to think about loving God, loving others, making disciples as completely disparate categories, right? They're not connected, but they are directly connected. And I just want to share this idea with you briefly that if you're loving God, the outflow will be that you'll love others. If you're loving others, your desire will be that other people would come to know Jesus, and then you can walk with them to help grow them as disciples. And so it's not like I check off these three boxes. So much of life is about kind of mixing and matching those things together. Yes, I'm loving God as I personally grow in my relationship with God, but one of the ways I can grow with God is to serve others. It's to care for others. That grows my relationship with God as I see his claims about serving and loving others come to life. And so serving others, and loving God, those things are linked together. I just want to point out today that we live in a world that loves to check the boxes. All right, so let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. We live in a world that loves to perform. That's kind of it's always been the world that we lived in that says it's about what I do and my performance that helps me feel worthy. The Christian faith is different. The Christian faith says, no, because God has loved you, now you live a certain way. And the way you live is to love God, love others, and make disciples. Those three things are connected. They are interwoven together. That's central in the Christian faith. And so I just want you to think about today, how are you loving God by loving others and by making disciples? And how does loving others and making disciples help you love God more? Like they're all linked together. I want to land with this question, which is to say, when you think about those three areas, which one do you feel like, yeah, that's the one I need to lean into? Because probably one jumps out more than others. Maybe it's like, I'm really good at studying my Bible and praying on my own, but I don't serve others. I like to serve others and study, but I'm not sharing my faith and inviting others to come to faith and then walking with them to grow them up in their faith. Whatever it is, just realize as you lean into the area maybe you feel like you're weakest, it will inevitably trickle out into the other two areas as well. So just a thought on our key concept as Mercy Church. This is the call of God upon his people in the world. It's to love him, love others, and make disciples. And those three things are connected. All right. Blessings to you this week. We'll see you soon. Take care.